Welcome day 4 of our 30 sits in 30 days. Meditation for Recovery workshop is presented by the Wise Friends Network. And thank you. Good to see you again for day 4 of a 30-day workshop, also known as 30 sits in 30 days, and an introduction to meditation from a Buddhist perspective to assist you in recovery from addictions of all kind, whether you're suffering from addiction to alcohol, to drugs, or harmful behaviors, or what's often called process addictions. This 30-day workshop is intended to give you the foundational support that you need to find your path to a Buddhist practice and to find recovery and to find freedom from the suffering of addictions of all kind. So, addictions of all kind, that's an expansive topic in the realm of Buddhism and outside the scope of today's meditation. So for day 4 of the 30-day workshop, we're now going to expand the practice into one of the heart practices, one of the foundational heart practices known as Metta, sometimes translated as loving kindness or loving awareness, and a sense of kindness for ourselves and others. It's the first of what's commonly referred to as the Brahma Viharas, but we won't get into that. Today's meditation is going to be a 10-minute meditation of just introducing you to the practice of a very, very easy metta loving kindness practice. And um, and for today's practice, we're going to begin with metta loving kindness for ourselves, which can be a challenge for many of us in early recovery, admittedly. It's often easier to cultivate loving kindness for others, for benefactors, or quite frankly, just our furry friends, our pets. Um, for today's practice, we're going to begin to expand the practice into metta loving kindness, one of the heart practices. It'll be 10 minutes in length. It'll be one bell to signify the beginning of the meditation, three to signify the end. And thank you so much for taking the time to go through these 30 sits in 30 days. I commend you for making it to day 4. And yeah, without further ado, let's uh, let's do some introductory metta loving kindness practice, shall we? If you haven't done so already, feel free to close your eyes and relax into a comfortable and relaxed upright posture where the spine should be erect and alert, but not overly tense or. And we'll begin the practice today with just a couple moments of concentration practice, taking a deep breath in, a deep breath out, another deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And at this point, you can allow your breathing to be natural. There's no need to push or pull the breath or force the breath in any way, shape, or form. And let's just take a moment before beginning the metta practice to just calm our bodies, calm our minds, calm the nervous system down. Acknowledging that we're going to take some time to set the intention to be right here, right now. Now is not the time to be making to-do lists or to be worrying about the future or concerned about the past or getting lost in storytelling mind. For the next 10 minutes, we're just going to block out some time for us. And we're going to block out some time to cultivate some metta loving kindness for ourselves. As you breathe in, ever mindfully we breathe in. As you breathe out, ever mindfully we breathe out. It's just that simple. Now, in a metta loving kindness practice, the focus of the practice and the anchor is not so much the breath today, but it'll be on the phrases of loving kindness, of metta loving kindness or loving awareness. And in a traditional Buddhist practice, there's many ways to practice metta, and we'll cover many of them in the 30 sits and 30 days. But for today's practice, we'll do a sequence of phrases that are traditional in a Theravada tradition. And the phrases essentially emphasizes the idea of may I be safe, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I learn to live at ease. And feel free to pace those phrases to the rhythm of your heart, to your breath, your mind. And in time, we'll play with other phrases, but these are four of the more traditional phrases of a metta loving kindness practice. So if you're new to this practice, it's good to at least explore this foundational perspective of may I be safe, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I live with a sense of peace and ease. And what's important is not so much the phrases themselves, the words. There's nothing mystical about the phrases themselves, but it's the intention that you carry behind the phrases. And this is both a concentration practice and it's a retraining of our heart. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with a sense of peace and ease. And just let each of these phrases reverberate in your mind and your heart with your own pacing, your own tonality. And this isn't some type of positive thinking exercise as it's often misinterpreted as. Instead, this is imagine yourself providing well wishes to yourself, that inner goodness within you, that Buddha nature. You can visualize yourself wishing these well wishes onto you. If you'd like, you can visualize. And mind you, this is only if you're a visual thinker and if you're struggling with the mantra. Imagine yourself wishing yourself well. May be safe. May be happy. May be healthy. May you live with a sense of peace and ease. Just repeating this mantra again and again. Use this mantra as a point of focus and well wishing from yourself to yourself, because all beings are deserving of love. All beings are deserving of kindness, even those of us who have suffered from addiction and unskillful behaviors in the past. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of kindness. And often it's only through learning to be kind and compassionate to ourselves that we're able to truly be kind and compassionate to others. If you'd like, you can also expand the phrases in time and find some phrases that have meaning to you. May I be safe and free from inner and outer harm. May I be happy and filled with a sense of loving kindness for myself and all living beings. May I be healthy in my mind, body, and spirit. And may I learn to live with peace and ease. May I be free of the suffering of addiction.